Do you work, or are you a student?
I'm actually a university student currently pursuing a degree in architecture. I'm particularly drawn to historical preservation, which is why I find these heritage sites and landmarks so incredibly fascinating.
What do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
When I'm not studying, I'm often wandering through old city centers. I find it incredibly rewarding to scout out hidden gems of historical architecture and sketch the intricate, unique details of various old city facades.
Do you enjoy listening to music?
I am quite a devotee of music, actually. It serves as a perfect auditory accompaniment to my sketching, especially classical pieces, which beautifully reflect the timeless elegance of historical sites.
What kind of music do you like the most?
I'm particularly drawn to classical music, especially during my creative hours. I find the complexity of orchestral arrangements incredibly evocative, as they offer a sense of grandeur that perfectly mirrors the architectural masterpieces I study.
Do you think it's important to have a hobby?
I'd say it's absolutely paramount. A hobby serves as a vital outlet for personal growth and mental rejuvenation, allowing one to pursue intellectual interests or creative pursuits that might otherwise be sidelined by the relentless demands of a professional career.
Describe a historical building or landmark you would like to visit. You should say what it is and where it is located, what it looks like, what people can do there, and explain why you would like to visit it.
One landmark that has always occupied the forefront of my travel aspirations is the Alhambra, a magnificent palace and fortress complex situated in the southern Spanish city of Granada. It's nestled against the dramatic backdrop of the Sierra Nevada mountains, which I imagine creates a truly evocative and almost cinematic setting. Architecturally, it is a breathtaking synthesis of Islamic and Christian influences, predominantly showcasing the refined artistry of the Nasrid dynasty. From what I've gathered, the sheer scale of its labyrinthine courtyards and the delicate, intricate stucco work must be far more imposing in person than in photographs. I'm particularly captivated by the vibrant geometric tile patterns and the mesmerizing muqarnas, those intricate, honeycomb-like vaulting structures which are hallmarks of Moorish design. Visitors are able to wander through the sprawling general life gardens, which were once the private summer retreats for the sultans, or take guided tours that delve into the complex socio-political history of the Reconquista. Beyond the mere aesthetics, there is a sense of spiritual tranquility that seems to permeate the site. The primary reason I'm so keen to visit is my profound fascination with cultural preservation and the way history can be physically manifested in stone and water. I'm drawn to the idea of experiencing a site that has survived for centuries as a testament to human creativity and endurance. To me, it wouldn't just be a sightseeing excursion, it would be an intellectual pilgrimage to understand the profound intersection of power, poetry, and aesthetic harmony. Ultimately, I believe that preserving such landmarks is not merely about honoring the past, but about maintaining a tangible link to the artistic achievements that have shaped our identity.
Is there any specific reason you chose this particular place over others?
Primarily, it is the unique synthesis of its historical narrative and architectural grandeur that makes it significantly more compelling to me than any other landmark.
Why do you think it is important for a country to preserve its historical buildings?
I'd argue it's absolutely paramount because these structures serve as tangible anchors of collective memory. In an era of rapid modernization, they provide a vital sense of historical continuity. By safeguarding these landmarks, a nation ensures that future generations can physically engage with their heritage, maintaining a living connection to the past rather than just observing it through a purely academic lens.
In what ways does a building's architecture reflect the culture of the time it was built?
Architecture essentially serves as a tangible manifestation of a society's prevailing values, priorities, and technological capabilities. For instance, the soaring spires of a Gothic cathedral might reflect a period's profound religious devotion, whereas the minimalist, functionalist designs of the 20th century speak to a shift toward utilitarianism and industrial progress. Ultimately, the aesthetic choices and scale of a building offer a physical snapshot of the collective consciousness of that era.
Do you think younger generations are still interested in history?
It is a nuanced dynamic. While traditional academic methods might feel less appealing, younger generations are arguably more engaged than ever, albeit through different mediums. They often gravitate toward the narrative and identity aspects of history. In our digital age, history is frequently recontextualized through immersive technology or social media, allowing them to connect with the past in a far more visceral and accessible way.
What are the potential downsides of many tourists visiting a historical site?
While public engagement is vital for cultural awareness, the sheer volume of visitors can lead to significant physical degradation. For instance, constant foot traffic and the environmental changes caused by large crowds can result in irreversible erosion to ancient masonry. Beyond the physical damage, there's also the risk of over-commercialization, where a site's historical integrity is compromised by excessive tourism, potentially diluting its cultural significance and turning a solemn space into a mere backdrop for social media.
Should governments prioritize the restoration of old buildings over the construction of new ones?
That's a nuanced dilemma. On one hand, restoration is paramount for preserving a nation's cultural tapestry. It provides a tangible link to our shared history. However, prioritizing it exclusively could lead to urban stagnation. I believe the ideal approach is a symbiotic one. Governments should safeguard landmarks as irreplaceable cultural assets while simultaneously facilitating modern construction to accommodate population growth, ultimately striking a careful balance between honoring the past and building for the future of our modern cities.